Alright, what's going on YouTube? What's going on Twitch chat? So this is going to be spoiler free. Okay. I'm doing this as a oneer because there's a lot going on right now. So this is going to be done in one take only. We're on the track and we can't go back, baby. We can't. So a few days ago, as you guys know, I am a press member. A few days ago, me and a bunch of other press buddies, we got a screener for Cruella, Emma Stone. So I watched it a few days ago, and I'm not gonna lie to you. So it's weird putting out this review right now because the review embargo for Cruella, it just lifted sometime today at around like 10 a.m. Central Standard Time or 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, 1 to 2. And so I don't know what the consensus is. For all I know, this movie's got a 16% on Rotten Tomatoes, for all I know. I have no idea. But surprisingly, I was watching this movie with it was like me and I think like 5 plus other people. And we all enjoyed it. As a matter of fact, I can already tell you right now, I am feeling a, what kind of rating am I feeling? Let me think. Well, I'm kind of stuck between a 7 and an 8 out of 10. So you know what? I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I think it's an 8 out of 10. This movie was way more entertaining than it had any right to be. Like legitimately, when I saw the trailer to this, I was kind of like, you know, ever since Birdman and onwards, I've been loving Emma Stone. Before that, I was like, eh, but now I'm in the camp of Emma Stone. But the trailer didn't do too much. For me. I don't know why people just see Joaquin Phoenix's Joker everywhere. Like when the trailer came out to Cruella, everybody was like, "It just looks like the Joker." It literally is. I think the only I don't understand what that's about. I don't know what that's about. I guess what's the old dude that directed the Joker? I'm blanking out on his name. Who cares? But the Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie, it was set in it was like a time period movie set in the past. Cruella is set like in the early 60s or 70s, something like that. That's the only real relation between the two films that I could see. But no, I had a blast with Cruella. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. The replay value, I don't know how strong that is. I don't really have an urge to want to like run out and see it anytime soon. But, you know, kind of like what I said with Army of the Dead, if you just so happen to be watching the film, I think it's a great time, you know. Maybe y'all hate it, maybe it's doing terrible on Rotten Tomatoes, possibly, I don't know. But yeah, I would give it an 8 out of 10. Cruella, first off, Emma Stone was awesome in this film. Personally, I still feel like Glenn Close is probably a more accurate portrayal of Cruella DeVille, you know? Fucking Glenn Close literally looked like the animated character come to life, literally. But, so I think she might be at least the definitive embodiment of Cruella, maybe. But that aside, Emma Stone was almost a pitch perfect casting. I thought she was so adorable. She was like surprisingly sexy. She did a great job of like portraying almost like a female shy Clark Kent or Peter Parker-esque type character. She did a great job of portraying those kind of emotions while simultaneously slowly becoming this like kind of slightly devilish, bit mischievous, you know, I own the room type of character as she begins to transition to Cruella, especially with the different, you know, the black and white hairstyles, right? And no, I thought she was great. I genuinely thought she was great. You know, the beginning of the film opens up with like flashbacks for when she was a little girl. We find out this tragedy that happened to her mother, which involves those Dalmatians and a cliff. We have Mark Strong in here, who at first I was like, why is Mark Strong here for the longest time? But then there's actually a clever plot twist, and I was like, I see why Mark was cast now. I'm blanking out on their names, but Cruella, her two best friends, these two guys right here. Yeah, I loved them. I don't even remember their names, but I just thought they were hilarious. I think the heavier set guy was adorable and hilarious. They literally felt like Disney characters come to life, and their chemistry, their dynamics with Emma Stone, Cruella was fantastic. And then I don't even remember the chick's name, but I didn't anticipate liking this movie. Whatever is the name of the character played by Emma Thompson, this lady right here. She did fantastic. She arguably had the best role / performance in this movie. In some ways, this woman right here almost made the movie. She was the perfect the perfect foil or villain to our main character, Emma Stone. She was perfect. Some of the lines, the dialogue that she had was magnificent. She was just chewing the scenery every time she was on screen. She was just always so poised. She was so elegant. She was such an asshole. She kind of reminded me of like a PG Disney version of J.K. Simmons' character from Whiplash. Like some of her punchlines and her one-liners were just absolutely hysterical. It almost seems like in every 2-minute, 3-minute intervals, she's like she's just insulting the fuck out of someone. She's eviscerating someone with her words, and it's fantastic. It's something to see. The cinematography and like the sets and any moments done in one take, which there are many. There's one moment done in one take where like the camera snakes through a building and it pauses on Emma Stone like cleaning some floors or something like that. But yeah, the camera work, the cinematography, and the sets are banging, like top notch. Like even if you knew nothing about this film and you went to press play, it would be immediately apparent that this movie was it had a large budget and it had to have been connected to something like Disney, because the soundtrack is just banger after banger after banger of music from like the 60s, maybe the 70s as well. There's so many great songs. Like These Boots Are Made for Walking, and there's so many like singles that you're gonna recognize and be like, yeah. There's almost like a Moulin Rouge, Ewan McGregor type vibe when it comes to the soundtrack. The soundtrack is fantastic, huge highlight. A lot of great recognizable popular songs, and again, like I do love the cinematography. The imagery is very large format, as if like they shot this with IMAX, which I don't think they did, but it is like a large format imagery, and the widescreen shots are plentiful, and they are genuinely amazing. It looks like one giant Disney cartoon come to life, so they killed it there. Seeing Emma Stone warring with Emma Thompson, I believe her last name is Thompson, on the off chance that it's not this woman, seeing both these Emmas warring with each other, trying to better each other through fashion, was way more entertaining than it had any right to be, and more hilarious than it had any right to be. I thought the ending was particularly great. The voiceovers from Emma Stone were great. I don't know what the fuck that noise was, but it was loud as fuck. But we're about to wrap up in a second because it is hot in here, boil. But is there anything else I particularly want to say? Not really. For a movie centering around Dalmatians, there's not that much emphasis on the Dalmatians. And I'm surprised that they didn't go for it and have her fucking skinning. Like, isn't Cruella known for skinning and wearing the fur of Dalmatians? And she's not really like villainous per se. They do that kind of thing again. Like, she's not really villainous. She's more like Shades of Grey or something like that a bit, but she's not really villainous. She's arguably is a good character. I don't know if that sound went away, but it's hot in here, boy. But I don't think I have much else to particularly say. It's a really enjoyable film. There's one moment where Emma Thompson, she has these special dresses locked away inside this vault, and there's a little plot twist, a little nasty surprise that Cruella left for her, that Emma Thompson wasn't anticipating. That truly tickled me. There's also a great moment where Emma Stone lights her dress on fire. There's a great visual moment there. But all in all, I surprisingly, I had a great time with Cruella. Again, I think it's, I would give it an 8 out of 10. Maybe, I have a sinking feeling people are probably just going to hate the film, because in today's time, fans seem to be hating fucking everything. But, my opinion, I thought this was an 8 out of 10. This was a really fun, delightful, adorable film. Cruella was strangely relatable. And there's one moment where Cruella, she's all disheveled, her makeup's all fucked up. She's standing in front of like a giant water fountain or something like that, and she's kind of just talking to herself. That moment was fantastic. It really shows the acting range of Emma Stone. Really fantastic moment. Maybe my favorite sequence, maybe, because she just killed it. She just totally bodied this character, Emma Stone, and I love the accents going on, like "Hello, darling." You know what I'm saying? I love all that. I would love to curse somebody out with that with a British accent, just going in on somebody with a thick British accent. That's a good time. So yeah. Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, nice and painless. Holy shit, that bird is blue, fam. It's like a dark blue. Goodness me. Oh, bitch-ass bird. But my stomach is literally sweating. So, yeah, 8 out of 10. Great film. Okay, I'm sure that a lot of you are gonna talk some mad shit about it, but me and the people I saw with, we had a great time. We were laughing and everything, snickering and everything, chuckling and everything. It was a good goddamn time. And I kind of wish they leaned more into Cruella. I wish they had the balls to lean more into Cruella being a villain. And there's definitely some bold moments. There's like a death, well, a murder really. There's some deaths, you know what I'm saying? Trying to talk about the spoiler free. The opening to the film felt a bit bold to me with the baby, the infant, because I was like, whoa, that's quite a way to open a Disney movie. And there's a few moments throughout this movie where I was like, is this for kids? Is this for little kids? They're being a touch bold, but I wish they had a pair of balls and they made Cruella truly villainous. Like, she's not really a villain in the movie, but anyway, I digress. That's pretty much my thoughts on the film. And I got a whole bunch of other shit to do, so I gotta get out of here because it's hot. Pieces, y'all.